We're going to wait for the room to fill up. We're going to talk about it. We already got people in the room, okay? Salute. Pardon me, my lips is chapped, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this respectfully off camera because I don't want people to see what I'm doing with my lips. Pause. Just putting, lubricating. Pause. Making sure my joints ain't chapped, that's all. But anyhow, we gonna talk about this Dame Dash, Funk Flex, Ly0r Cohen, I want to say beef or culture vulture talk, or what the reason why Flex is defending Ly0r Cohen, against Dame Dash, calling him a culture vulture and everything. Hit that like button, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. We gonna go right into it. Matter of fact, okay, I'm seeing people pouring in the room. Let's get right into it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna chime on in. I'm gonna let, the Flex audio run, and then I'm gonna chime on in and I'm gonna speak to y'all about it, alright? So we gonna get into it.
Turn my headphones up a little bit. Okay, so on top, I look at the comments, and normally, New York, I like to roust the bouse in the comments. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leave it. I said, in the beginning of my mind, I'm going to leave it alone. Then I got in there. And then I saw people adding Dame Dash, Dusty Pop, and they kept using the word culture vulture. And the word culture vulture, New York, it really bothers me.
Hold on, I'm going to stop it there. Funk Flex just said the word culture vulture really bothers him. You understand? I guess when it comes to Ly0r Cohen. And this is what I'm going to do with this live stream. I'm going to agree and disagree with Funk Flex during this live stream. So, I'm going to let it play some more, and then we're going to go into some dialogue.
It bothers me when people take that phrase and attach it to something and with no merit. And I'm going to tell you that I swear is the truth. And I'm going to tell you how this game went.
Okay. Now, it's certain stuff that he said earlier I can't really kind of play because it has some music that I don't own. You dig what I'm saying? I don't need no copyright infringement. So anyhow, he basically said he hit up Ly0r Cohen, and he was having like a Christmas party, a YouTube Christmas party, right? They usually have them this time of year. So he hits up Ly0r. I think the assistant hit him back. He hit up Ly0r and said, yo, listen, I'm trying to DJ for this Christmas party or whatever, it was. And Ly0r Cohen assistant got back to him and said, yo, listen, how much you want? And he's like, yo, I'll do it for free, this, that, and the third. And make a long story short, she's like, nah, let us know your number so we can just pay you. Right? So right there is a red flag. So you letting it be known that you in business with Ly0r Cohen from the rep. Currently, you know what I'm saying? What's today? December 19, 2018. I think this party already happened or it's coming up or whatever. You currently in business with Ly0r Cohen. So right there is a red flag. That lets you know that you're going to be biased towards Ly0r and you're going to defend his honor because he's giving you a current bag. And Flex, you let it be known you one of those dudes that if somebody's not hot at the time or if they not relevant at the time, you going to go in on them, or they not relevant, they not important. That's what you do. Everybody know that's what you do. Hit that like button if you just now come in the room. But I'm also going to say this. Funk Flex was giving up facts. When he broke down the whole Rocafella come up and all that, and we going to get into all that too. Because a lot of people do get left out. You understand? Like Ski Beats get left out. He mentioned Clark Kent, Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a Funk Flex bash campaign because I'm never on that. This is not a Leo Cohen bash campaign, and you know I don't D-Ride. So this is just the facts. I call it down the middle. You know M.Reck, I'm different from these other dudes that go live and these other media so-called personalities because I call it down the middle, ain't no hate. Now look, let's do this. Funk Flex. Hold on. We're going to go back to Funk Flex. Hold on. Right?
1990, I used to DJ for Chuck Chillout. What's the young man from Brooklyn? Jayz. I was on WBLS every Friday and Saturday night. Jayz brought Chuck a record.
Now hold on. Jayz's my man. Facts. Like that's my homie. I personally, you know, got records with Jayz and I got history with Jayz. I known Jayz since maybe 2003. You know what I'm saying? So like over 15 years, something like that. Hit that like button. So I'm gonna let Flex speak.
I was on WBLS every Friday and Saturday night. Jayz brought Chuck a record. It was a Hawaiian Sophie. And I think it's 89.90. It was different sounding, weird sounding. The video was a little off-putting.
Okay. So Flex is giving you a history of how he first came into contact with Jay-Z. It was through Jayz and a Hawaiian Sophie record. Okay? He's going to go into more of the history, but I'm just letting y'all know for people just now coming in the room, hit that like button. I ain't got no hate in my body. So anybody saying that, you need to just leave the room. You're going to get blocked anyway. You're a fun boy. Because I don't do that. Okay? It's all love with me. But I call things down the middle.
It annoys me.
Hold on.
Little off-putting. But people really gravitate to it over time. And Jayz at the time was a very respected lyricist on Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, he was on Capitol Records at the time. This is 1990 when artists weren't being put on majors. And he had Jay-Z on this song. And I remember something. He didn't have it featured. They were like equal billing.
Deep. That's deep right there. Let me run that back. That's deep. Salute the Flex on that for keeping it G on that.
Jay-Z on this song. And I remember 90 when artists weren't being put on majors. And he had Jay-Z on this song. And I remember something. He didn't have it featured. They were like equal billing. Which I thought was cool. And I'll tell you.
The reason why I got to speak on that, because back in the days, you could be featured on a record and they wouldn't even credit your name. So for Jayz to have Jay-Z on the record, and it wasn't even like he was featured, like Flex said, it was like Jay-Z and Jayz or Jayz and Jay-Z, which is big because, you know, your name is highlighted with the main artist, or you're both the main artist. You dig? So let me get this fun boy out the room. Hold on. Let me let this play.
Put on majors. And he had Jay-Z on this song. And I remember something. He didn't have it featured. They were like equal billing. Which I thought was cool. And I'll tell you something. Jayz being super respected, I think was harder for Jay-Z to be on that song because I think he got criticized for it, but he was dope on that particular song or on that particular project. And I remember Jayz maybe not putting out any more music. And then I don't remember hearing a lot from Jay-Z after that in 90. And then maybe, I want to say 92, 93. And I could have say...
All right. Now, see, this is the thing why I like this Funk Flex dialogue, because he's letting you be known, or he's letting it be known that if you're going to tell a story, tell it from beginning to end. All right? And this is my thing. Flex, we already know he had his issues with Dame Dash and Jay-Z, but he's still telling the story how it went according to him and part in the story, and him seeing it from the outside in, and that's why I respect him, because I know Jayz personally. We done had these talks, and I told Jayz, this is me. Like, outside of this Flex and Dame Dash and Ly0r thing, this is me telling Jayz. I said, yo, Jayz, and he can contest to this. I said, yo, Jayz, if my man, and at the time we was talking about jayz, if my man had a company, whether it was Rocafella or it might have been, Up North Records, right? Hypothetically speaking, my man that I grew up with, we grew up in the same peas, had a record label, and he had a popping label, an independent label, and he came to me, and knowing that I was signed to majors and all that, and he came to me with a budget, but like, yo, Rec, I got 150,000 for you to do an album on Up North Records. And if my man was keeping it, official, we gonna go through the lawyers, because once paperwork get involved, you need to have the lawyers involved. I would have took that deal on the strength of my man. Now, Jayz thing was, when he told me, he said, yo, Rec, I didn't really want to take the deal. They offered him, I believe 150,000 or 100,000, but they wanted creative control. So I can understand them on that note. You dig what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I ain't gonna front. When I'm doing my music, I don't need nobody telling me the creative direction and all that. So I understood Jayz, but I think Jayz was more tripping also. This is from what I can recollect. He was tripping off that 150,000. He like, yo, Rec, man, I got signed to Capital for like 300, 350. So that 150, I was looking at that like, y'all trying to lowball me. But I'm like, nah, that's your man throwing you $150. And then also, you on what's that? Jigga what, Jigga who? It was on MTV and all that other stuff. So you gotta use all that as leverage. He giving you a crazy Jay was throwing you a crazy alley-oop. And at the fact that was your man giving you a deal, and it was popping at that time. Rocafella at that time, I think Jigga who was out. They had it. You understand what I'm saying? I'd have took that. I told Jayz I'd have took that just as long as we could have worked out the creative differences. So when Flex is saying what he's saying about Jayz, how Jayz presented him a record with Jay-Z on it, and it wasn't even a feature. They names was both like equal, highlighted, like they both was the main artists. I can salute that, because I know back in the days you wasn't even getting credits if you was a feature artist, or whether you did a hook or whether you did a rhyme. You was, yo, hold on, this fun boy keep coming back in here, man. I gotta get him out of here, man. Hold on, y'all. Pardon me, man. It's a fun boy in here trying to mess up the vibe. Yo, get up out of here, Duke. You a stalker, man. On the real, just go. You a sucker. Get out of here. No, I'm not gonna never shout you. You might as well just leave, my G. Like, you coming in here with negative energy. Out of here. Get out of here, man. I want you gone. Stop being a sucker. But anyhow, I'm gonna go back into this Flex thing too. I just wanted to elaborate on the whole Jayz aspect of it, because I really know Jayz, and me and Jayz had that conversation about Dame and Jay offering him the Rocafella deal, and I do believe it was for 150,000, and Jayz didn't want to do the deal because not only the money, he felt like they was lowballing them because they had the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is Jayz telling him. He said, yo, Rec, they had the money. And he felt like, yo, I get 350. I was getting 350 from majors. But I had to tell Jayz it's a different time. And then also that's your homie from Marcy Project. So it's a little different. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, I can't charge my homie a crazy number. Like, I'm not gonna charge my homie the same number I'm gonna charge a stranger. You feel me? Like, I may, everything is definitely about business. And I understood what Jayz was saying too. But I had to make my valid point, you know what I mean? And he knows that. I rode with Jayz when I think I was one of the first people to put out Jayz going at Jay-Z, like on the outside of Hot 97. So, I was riding with Jayz regardless. And Jayz, did a verse with me on the and I helped him out with distribution on the mixtape level. So people coming in here saying dumb stuff, don't even know I got real history. And me and Jayz done hit the streets, did records together and all that. So you commenting for what? Listen to the story, dude. You can learn something. You understand? I'm not just somebody from the outside in like the rest of these dudes comment. I'm really in this and I really know all the cast of characters. You understand what I'm saying? From Flex, Jay-Z, Dame, Jayz. So just listen, my G. I'm giving you a real, situation. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jayz having conversations about, the deal and why he should have took the deal. And he's telling me why he didn't take it. Okay? So I'm going to go back into Flex, speaking on Ly0r and Dame Dash and all that.
92, 93.
Hold on.
And I could have my years wrong. Dame Dash had a label situation on Atlantic. Shout to Clark Kent.
Hit that like button too if you're just now coming in the room.
Because Clark Kent was the person I think signed that deal at Atlantic. And the reason why I'm saying a lot of names today, New York, because I saw a piece of artwork where Rocafella Records.
So how it started, it was an artwork, I guess, on Instagram. And it had a lot of people being credited for Rocafella and Jay-Z success and Dame Dash success. And a lot of people was left out. So Funk Flex is commenting on that as well, as he put a picture up of Ly0r Cohen, I think, in Red Alert. And a lot of people was tagging Dame Dash, and they was also saying in the comments Ly0r Cohen is a culture vulture. So he's speaking on all this, all right?
Did like a whole arm tree of all the different people that they put in the business. I'm going to tell you all the people that they don't mention today. Because I just want like culture vulture and this, that, that, and this, that, that. And I'm going to tell you why this story bothers me and annoys me.
See, this is my thing too with Flex. I respect the fact that he's going to the origin of it all. So I gotta salute Flex on that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he went to certain key players that played a part in this whole Rocafella tree and their success, and why y'all keep leaving them out. If y'all gonna tell a story, tell it right. So this, like I said, this is one of the main reasons why I had to do this dialogue, because, I agree and disagree with Flex, because this is my thing. Okay, you telling the truth, but Ly0r just gave you a bag, homie. So you bias off the rip. So now, if Dame or Jay, you're not in a good place with Dame or Jay right now. You understand? So if they was to give you a bag, you might be feeling a way towards Ly0r, because it seems like you take sides. And when I say take sides, you take sides with whoever is beefing with this person. So if this person more relevant and this person is giving you a bag and they relevant, you going to take sides with them and then go at whoever they going at. And that to me that's not G, homie. Exactly. A lot of people in the room saying you a sack rider, whatever. That's what y'all want to call him, a D rider. That's when he can see these comments. I know he gonna see it. And like I said, I'm just calling it down the middle. I agree with you on a lot of notes. I love the fact that you went to the origin and you mentioning certain key players like Irv Gotti, DJ Clark Kent, Ski Beats, that always get left out. And Irv, I don't even know why they be leaving Irv out. Irv was the one that, when they got that Def Jam deal and they was on a soundtrack for Nutty Professor with the Ain't No Nigga, Herb was the one who gave the record to Flex and was pressing the issue. Yo, Flex, yo, I got the clean for you. Yo, Flex, you really need to get behind this. And that was the record that, and my man Jayz produced that. Okay, see, we gonna get to the origin. See, Flex got to the origin. Now I'm gonna get all the way into the origin. First and foremost, Jayz produced that. And then Jayz also was on the hook. And my homegirl was on the hook. I think her name is Kadisha, I believe. She sung on the hook. Okay? And that's my homegirl. Jayz the homie. Like I said, I know everybody. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them I don't know as well, but they know me and I know them. And we're going to tell a story right. If we're going to tell it, we're going to tell it right. And I respect that Flex is telling the story right. So I'm going to let it play, but I'm chiming on in because, you know, I have real relationships with a lot of these people and Jayz directly. And I'm going to tell you some things that I told Jayz and things that I want to tell Jayz just in general. I know him and Jay, I think they good now, but it's certain things that I want to just tell Jayz from a whole different perspective because he know I got his best interest. I was the one who rolled with him when everybody was like, nah, you going at jayz? Nah, homie, I'm over here with it. I was one of those dudes like, yo, listen, I understand your gripes with this man. I'm going to give you a platform to speak. And that's when I put out the Outside of Hot 97 DVD, a.k.a. 395 Hudson, a classic that sold numbers in the streets. Bootleg. It was a bootlegger's dream. The bootleggers probably did 2-3 million on that. You understand what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm going to let Flex go into some more dialogue, and then I'm going to chime on in.
Because it annoys me people from my era twisting the history book when we already got the youngins that never want to tell the truth. But when I watch 40 and 50-year-old men that I know I saw it, you see, what they didn't account for is I am relevant in 2018 and my eyes, and I saw it.
I give him that. Flex is still relevant in 2018. Flex is still relevant. Whether you love him or hate him, he's still relevant.
And I know Jay-Z is not on the gram and Ly0r is not on the gram. That's why people lie so much. So I don't want to skip anything. Let me get back to Atlantic Records where Clark Kent worked. Now let me explain Clark Kent to you, New York. He was the most respected DJ coming out of Brooklyn. He also produced big hit records. So him signing...
Listen here, man. Listen, this is key points.
So him signing Dame Dash's situation or influencing it was a big deal because of Clark Kent's credibility. One of the groups was Original Flavor, which Ski was in, and Ski, another person that they don't mention, used to produce a lot of the songs. And I think Ski was one of the rappers. So I want to place the connection with you. Atlantic Records, Clark Kent. Ski was a member of Original Flavor. He did the tracks. Jay-Z does a feature.
Flex is telling the truth. I ain't gonna hold you. So this is why I'm in agreement and disagreement at the same time, because if he wasn't in business with Ly0r Cohen currently, and you're supposed to get your bag, but the fact that you feel like you got to defend his honor because he gave you a bag recently or y'all in business doesn't mean you got to go at Dame Dash the way you going. Like, I feel like you didn't have to go public with this. You dig what I'm saying? And you using the social media responses to go public, so to have a topic to talk about on your station, you know, I mean, as you supposed to in a sense, because you are media. But I felt like if it was really real, you could have called Dame or DM Dame and say, yo, Dame, man, let's put everything on the table and let's have a real conversation. And that's the thing I don't be really respecting about this whole internet thing with people that know each other, or like right now, everybody can reach each other. You could just DM somebody like, yo, here go my number. Let's have that dialogue, opposed to just going in on them. You dig? Like, this is, like I said, this is not a live stream, me going in on nobody. This is me displaying the facts and displaying my truth and me assessing the situation, and I agree and disagree. You dig? So, I'm going to let it rock.
Because all these people were missing on that tree that came out. All right? Now, these were people, Original Flavor wasn't the greatest group, New York.
Listen.
Decent.
Listen, Jay-Z was originally down with Original Flavor. Right? He was always a solo artist, but commercially, his first, outside of Jazzo, commercially, Jay-Z, you know, doing this thing outside of jazz, he was a part of Original Flavor. I think it might have been just for a single, but Flex, he's going to elaborate on that. Because I know a lot of y'all don't know the true history.
Jay-Z had a great verse on that song.
Hold on, let me go back.
His swag, decent. These were people, Original Flavor wasn't the greatest group, New York. Decent. Jay-Z had a great verse on that song. His swag came through in the vid. You know? You saw it. He was on some wiggity wah, wiggity wah.
Yo, hold on. Your man Flex said Jay-Z was on some wiggity wah, wiggity wah. Hold on. Yo.
He was on some wiggity wah, which was trash.
Yo. That made my day. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Flex, you a wild boy for that. Wiggity wow, which was trash. I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't feeling that I wasn't feeling that either. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just keeping it real. Now, Jay-Z is one of the GOATs. But me, I call it down the middle. That wiggity wow, nah, I wasn't really feeling it. Now, he had a joint, I think, that was out at the time, I think right after that. I think it was called I Can't Get With That. So I gotta hit him like this. That was crazy. He was still on that, you know, that type of wiggity wild flow, but it was much better than the joint Flex talking about. But we're gonna get back to it.
He was on some wiggity wah, which was trash. But him as an individual, you saw something. You didn't know what. Mm-hmm. Now, all of this is happening. Redman's popping. Wu-Tang's popping. Not even Bad Boy yet. Uptown Records. Diddy's making great remixes.
Facts. This is all facts. Like, the thing with Flex, he has a memory like an elephant, and this is facts. Hit that like button. Like I said, we not here to bash nobody. We're not here to hate on nobody. We here just dealing with facts, and I agree and disagree with Flex only because he's getting a bag from Ly0r Cohen, and you feel like you got to take up and defend Ly0r Cohen's honor against Dame Dash, calling him a culture vulture. Now, that culture vulture, we're gonna have that discussion, because I don't really you can't put that on anybody. Ly0r Cohen gave y'all some of the biggest acts, some of the greatest hip-hop acts in hip-hop history. So you can't call him a culture vulture. And what Flex is saying, innocent. Now, he did do culture vulture stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I can't even say culture vulture stuff. He did do a lot of F-ish. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep the curses down because YouTube be on some restrictions. Of course, you know, Ly0r Cohen is controlling all this, so I got to be kind of careful. Like, me even talking about this is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it might bring up red flags. But, you know, M.Reck, I don't really care. It is what it is. Because I'm for the truth.
Redman's popping. Wu-Tang's popping. Not even Bad Boy yet. Uptown Records. Diddy's making great remixes for Mary J. I'm painting a picture.
Facts.
These dudes ain't on the map yet. And the game is a certain way. And I can't stand when people tell the game wrong. I got nothing to benefit New York. I wasn't part of any of this success.
Salute. That's being real. He's calling how it is, and he stated I wasn't part of none of this success. So I gotta salute Flex on that. Like I said, I can agree and disagree and still salute somebody if they telling the truth or doing some G'd up ish or saying some G'd up stuff. You dig what I'm saying?
Right? I want to just get that across. I was not part of it at all. Okay. So now where we at?
Hold on. Anybody want this hat? Because I see people in the chat room trying to donate. Hit me up. MRecktv promo at gmail.com. MRecktv promo at gmail.com. The way it's spelled. Alright? And if you want to donate to the chat, the link is in the video description. Donate to the Cash App. Donate to the M.Reck live chat. Alright?
At Atlantic, Clark Kent. Right? Clark Kent always told me about original flavor. He always beat me in the head when I was on the radio. He always beat me in the head about jayz. I was like, whatever, And I may get my timeline wrong somewhere in here, but somehow jayz makes his way to Payday Records.
Listen up. Listen up.
Now, is that In My Lifetime? I think that's the song. This is before Dead Presidents. In My Lifetime, Payday Records. Payday Records is a record label that had a ton of credibility because of DJ Premier, and he had a lot of hits. It was owned by Patrick Moxie.
Facts. DJ Premier is another homie of mine. I just with Premier the other day. China Black just did Sway in the Morning Doomsday freestyle while Premier was putting on beats while she was freestyling. So like I said, I know all the cast of characters, personally. Alright? So
when you got a record on Payday at the time, it meant something as a DJ. Jay-Z's now on that label. Credibility inherited. But he's a dope MC. And I never want to take away from that. A dope MC. His records are getting better. In My Lifetime, I'm going to tell you something. AZ was cranking it.
Yo, hold on. He about to go into the whole AZ and jayz situation. Listen up. He about to go into it. And this is real. Y'all didn't know this. A lot of y'all didn't know this.
In My Lifetime, I'm going to tell you something. AZ was cranking at the time. And I remember I remember some street cats in the Bronx saying to me, "Yo, Flex, you gonna play that jayz?" And I said, "You mean AZ?" It was like, "No, jayz." I said, "Bro, I don't know jayz. I know AZ." Because that used to get...
Y'all know who AZ is, right? AZ from East New York, Brooklyn. Nas, homie. You dig? AZ, one of the nicest rappers that don't get credit. The AZ, the legend. You feel me? One of the GOATs. He's one of the GOATs, definitely. AZ from the firm, all that, exactly.
Confused in the beginning. You remember that time. I'm not lying. They used to get confused because AZ was that street dude.
Listen up.
Used to get confused.
It was a confusion with the whole jayz and AZ. You think about it, the name is real close. You just take the J off. You dig what I'm saying? So Flex is going to elaborate on that.
In the beginning, you remember that. Because that used to get confused in the beginning. You remember that time. I'm not lying. They used to get confused. Because AZ was that street dude making them songs. Lyrical. Out of Nas's camp. Correct. And from Brooklyn. Cool.
East New York.
I dare anybody to tell me I'm lying today. Okay.
My hood.
So then now we're at Payday Records.
And I know AZ too. We both from East New York. How about that? So like I said, everybody he talking about, I know personally. Let's get it.
Listen, something else was in there. Priority / sleeping bag / priority. What was somebody else? Freeze. Rocafella. Yeah. Priority. Sleeping bag. Will Saw.
So he basically going into who Rocafella had distribution from. He said sleeping bags, facts, Freeze Records, Priority. So they was trying to figure out their distribution situation, right? But at the same time, trying to break jayz as an artist. So Flex is giving them credit because Sleeping Bags and I guess dudes from Freeze, they was robbing artists at the time. So listen up.
Sokolov, don't get mad at me. One of the biggest.
Look, listen up.
Sleeping Bag Will Sokolov, and Sokolov, don't get mad at me. One of the biggest guy that never pay out royalties. And Will, you know I'm your friend.
So Flex, gotta salute you on that. He put Sleeping Bag Records on blast, the CEO, and say, yo, he's my friend, but you wasn't paying our royalties. Let me go back.
Sleeping Bag Will Sokolov, and Sokolov, don't get mad at me. One of the biggest guy that never pay out royalties. And Will, you know I'm your friend, but I'm gonna keep it so 1,000 today, my brother. Right?
Yeah.
He then puts out, what's the song? No, Dead Prez.
Remember, Sleeping Bag Records was putting out EPMD. They was putting out a lot of. I think they put out. I want to say no. Freeze put out also Rakim and Eric B. So, but these are like the same type of labels. You know what I'm saying? You had Sleeping Bags, you had Freeze Records. They was and then you had 4th and Broadway. They was putting out Eric B and Rakim and EPMD and all that too as well, I believe. So these are the type of labels that was giving out distribution deals back in the days. And some of the greats had these type of situations, and these labels was robbing artists. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't paying royalties and everything else. So it's a lot of history that, you know, is in this game. And you see dudes popping. You don't know. Dudes been doing this 20, 30 years trying to get popping. A lot of your favorite artists is 25, 30 years in the making. Maybe some longer. Some still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, correct.
Was it Dead Prez?
Correct, because
Dead Presidents.
Yes.
It's on Freeze Priority. Let me tell you something, New York. This label was garbage. If it wasn't for Jay-Z's swag and Dame Dash's marketing and push, nobody would have knew they were on this label. Priority Records was the label that used to have hits with Ice Cube and people like that. Freeze Records used to put out house records. Sleeping Bag Records used to...
Hold on. Somebody said, M.Reck, people really wanted to see the Paper Chaser video. I'm definitely doing that video. I got a new videographer. I'm doing all my videos over. I'm doing a Paper Chaser video. I'm doing everything you could think of. A new all-in video. A new... everything. All my records. The whole Respect My Handle EP. We doing the Millie Jack video. We doing the Target video. So salute. We definitely got those coming. Respect My Handle is that classic EP from M.Reck. The link is in the video description. In this video description, you got a classic EP. Every song is a banger. You got China Black on there and Tony Yayo, and all the production is crazy. So anybody that was just asking, well, a few people that was asking about the M.Reck music, we shooting a lot of visuals to everything. And also got the new records coming with Jimi Kendrix, multi-platinum producer, Grammy Award winning, nominated Jimi Kendrix. We got some songs in the can, and those is coming out soon. All right, so we working. Jimmy did joints for 50 Cent, jayz, Rule, some of their biggest hits. You know what I mean? So let the Flex joint play. I just had to answer questions with people asking about my music, because it's always about my music. But you know, I like to give my perspective on this hip hop thing when, you know, groundbreaking news come out.
These records used to put out house records. Sleeping Bag Records used to rob people.
Oh, thank you. Salute. Fire EP. Thank you. I appreciate that. Raw Rebel. That's love. Salute. Appreciate that. And anybody that want to donate to the chat, the link is in the video description. But matter of fact, let me put the chat. Let me put the Cash App link in the chat room. And then y'all can follow me on the gram too. Because like I said, I call it down the middle. These other dudes be, you know, either, you know, showing favoritism or D-riding. I don't never do that. I would never do that. That ain't my form of transportation, you heard? So let me go back to this Flex audio. I just wanted to put the link into the chat room. I think I was here.
They were in a bad situation, but they had good music, and Dame Dash was making it happen. I didn't know Biggs. I don't know. And today, I don't know if he's the money.
You see how Flex is going at Dame Dash, but still giving him his props when it comes to popping Jay-Z off? And I'm going to get into that. Y'all want to listen to the, because Flex said something about pretty much Dame having that vision on Jay-Z being the superstar before anybody had it. And it's funny how they don't rock no more. So we're going to get into all that. But this is why, you see, with Flex, he comes off as a sucker. I mean, he done said it and all that. But the thing I like about Flex, he do go to the origin and breaks down the history. He don't try to rewrite history in a sense. You dig what I'm saying? I've seen him do this numerous times. So this is just something I gotta chime on in because I know why he's defending Ly0r. He got every right because Ly0r did give them a shot. Ly0r Cohen did give Dame Dash and Jay-Z the shot that changed their lives. Cause Flex, he gonna go into if Ly0r Cohen didn't give Rocafella that shot, that distribution deal, Jay-Z will be another Mike Geronimo or be Mike Geronimo. And I know Mike Geronimo too. I'm gonna get Mike Geronimo on the phone too.
And Dame Dash was making it happen. I didn't know Biggs. I don't know. And today,
see what he said?
Music, and Dame Dash was making it happen. I didn't know Biggs. I don't know. And today, I don't know if he's the money man or what he is or what he was behind the scenes.
Quiet partner.
He was quiet financial partner. I did not know him. He didn't exist in my mind yet. I didn't see him yet. Those are the two guys I saw running around. Now, in this area, Christy Clifford used to manage Kid Capri.
He's going into the whole history. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to skip through some of this stuff, but some of this stuff is relevant. You need to hear it.
Still does. Kid Capri used to do college tours. Jay-Z used to open up. I am just giving you all the names that don't get mentioned because I saw that family tree the other day.
He's upset at that family tree. You know what? I gotta find this family tree, this Rocafella family tree. I gotta see why Flex is so upset. You dig what I'm saying? Cause, you know, he's going off right now.
And I just want to acknowledge some people. And then I saw how people were with my picture of Ly0r. So I'm like, if they want the story, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give you Sidebar, New York. You know that song? What's that song? Annie, what's that called?
Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life. They don't mention this either.
Produced by 45 King. I got a situation coming up with 45 King too. Like I said, everybody he mentioning, I know everybody. Or they know me, or we in business now. So
Hard Knock Life was a break beat that the 45 King made. He only gave a few DJs those pieces of vinyl. Kid Capri was one of those DJs. And I might have my tour wrong, but I'm going to tell you, there was a tour, the Bad Boy Tour. Right?
Yeah.
The Bad Boy Tour that Puffy was very generous to put them on.
Wow. I ain't gonna front. That Bad Boy Tour, Jay-Z was on it, and he got off it because I don't think he can compete. At the time, Jay-Z didn't really have a stage show. You know, Puff was putting on a show. You know, Puff, Big. I think Big was still alive at this time. You know what I'm saying? Or right before Big passed. But, you know, Bad Boy had them hits. And Jay-Z, he would go out, and I think he got booed a couple of times, and he wound up getting off that tour and, you know, doing his own thing and then perfecting his stage performance. Because his stage presence is real dope now. His stage performance is real dope. But that Bad Boy tour wasn't a good look for him. He wasn't really getting his just due, you know what I'm saying? Because he would just stand there on stage, you know what I'm saying, during that time. And the crowd wasn't really feeling it. You know, opposed to Puff, who's all over stage and being entertaining. And, you know, remember Puff, I'm not here to stand on stage and act cool. I think Puff might have been throwing shots at Jay-Z at that time. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? But let's get back to the Flex joint.
right?
Yeah.
The Bad Boy tour that Puffy was very generous to put them on, right? Because they love to scream culture vulture. That's their word, culture vulture. Kid Capri was playing this breakbeat because he was the intermission DJ in the arena.
Hit that like button.
Playing that breakbeat, jayz or Dame walk up to Capri.
Wow. See, I didn't know this. I didn't know how they came about the 45 King record. Like, Flex is giving it up right now. This is what I love. Flex is going to the origin. I didn't know that Kid Capri was playing the record and they heard the record and this is how it came about. The whole Annie record. The Hard Knock Life record. One of his jayz biggest records. See, this is good to get this information.
Jayz or Dame walk up to Capri and say, "What's that song?" It's Annie, a breakbeat produced by the 45 King. Hence, here comes the song. They never mention that.
See? I never heard that story. Till this day, you done heard jayz have interviews about the Annie record, the Hard Knock Life record. Dame was in interviews. You never heard them mention, oh, Kid Capri was playing the record, you know, on tour or whatever. And we asked them, yo, who produced that? And that's how we got the record. So I love to hear stories like this because you hear the origin of it all.
Now I want to divert back. Is it Payday? Where were we at?
We were at
No, we were at Freeze slash Sleeping Bag slash Priority Records, the garbage label they were on. But those guys made it work. Those guys' swag and effort made it work.
That's when they put the Benz out in the street covered.
No. They have until they got the Def Jam money. Let me keep this all in perspective, Tat. No, it came.
Salute, we got over 500 people in the room. One of the livest lives. Salute, hit that like button if you just now come in the room. Hit that subscribe button. I'm breaking down this whole Flex thing. Don't leave. Because, you know, M.Reck call it down the middle. This is where it's at.
That's our priority.
Now, here comes Ain't No, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga.
They never mentioned Big Cat.
Wow.
'Cause
They never mentioned Big Cat. Wow. Cat was my homie too. RP, Big Cat. Like I said, everybody they mentioning, I know him. Got relationships with.
No, it came.
That's our priority.
Now, here comes Ain't No, right?
Yeah.
They never mentioned Big Cat. Because Big Cat was the one that was playing that record, not Flex, not anybody else.
Wow. That's deep. He said Big Cat was the one breaking that record, and he said not even himself. Big Cat used to break a lot of records. RP Big Cat. You know what I'm saying? Him and Flex was partners at one time. They had a falling out, whatever. I think before Cap died, they might have been good. I don't know. But for Flex to keep it real like this, I got to salute. And there's a lot of stuff I don't agree with Flex. But M.Reck just salutes when you say something G or keep it G or do something G. All right, that's just me.
Comes Ain't No, right?
Yeah.
They never mentioned Big Cat. Because Big Cat was the one that was playing that record, not Flex, not anybody else. Big Cat was playing that record. That Irv Gotti got to him. They never bring up Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti, New York, because Dame had a situation in Atlantic Records that I didn't really dig.
Remember, I told you early, Irv Gotti was very important in that Rocafella Def Jam situation. Remember, Irv Gotti was the A&R over there. He got an A&R job. That's deep. See, I know, I know Irv, I know Ja. Like, this is what I'm saying. Let's go.
And I think a lot of other DJs didn't. At that time, we wasn't picking up his phone calls.
You heard him? You heard him?
Huh?
At that time, he wasn't picking up Dame phone calls. So Irv was the bridge between Rocafella and Funk Flex. And at the time, you know, Funk Flex was the #1 DJ. you know, as far as breaking records on the radio and the #1 radio DJ, we all know Kid Capri is the #1, I want to say, party DJ or tour DJ. But, you know, they both great. But, you know, Flex was that guy. If you had a record and you wanted your joint to break across the country, you was going to Flex. Now listen up.
Because Dame had a situation at Atlantic Records that I didn't really dig, and I think a lot of other DJs didn't, at that time, we wasn't picking up his phone calls. Not personal. It was just when somebody has it, it's just the way it is. If you work the records or whatever it is. Granted, Dame was cocky. And I want to tell you something, New York. His voice and the way he spoke to us about Jay-Z in that very big...
Look, he about to give you some gems. How Dame Dash believing in Jay-Z the way he did is the reason why Jay-Z is where he at. Listen up. And also, it was key players that played a part in it. But Dame Dash believed in Jay-Z more than, I want to say, you know, of course, Jay-Z believed in himself. But Dame Dash, yo, I swear to you, I think every rapper should have a Dame Dash. Listen up, though.
Cap is playing the dirty. They didn't even have artists, so you help them. You know, I did see that. And I could, you know, because Bad Boy was so strong. Biggie, a lot of people didn't.
Wait, hold on.
And they did that, man. And I'm going to tell you something.
There you go.
And I commend them because to be successful in the... but he made you think. Dame Dash once told me, Flex, you sleeping in...
Hold on.
His voice.
Here we go.
His voice and the way he spoke to us about Jay-Z in that very beginning.
Listen up.
He was the cog / mouthpiece / genius.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
His voice and the way he spoke to us about Jay-Z in that very beginning. He was the cog / mouthpiece / genius at that Rocafella.
Give Dame Dash his props. Even though Flex is going in on Dame, he's still giving him his props as a genius and the one who was letting the world know Jay-Z is that dude.
His voice and the way he spoke to us about Jay-Z in that very beginning. He was the cog / mouthpiece / genius at that Rocafella. Dame Dash once told me, Flex, you sleeping and you're playing yourself. And I'm going to keep it 1,000. I would act tough in front of him, but then I would ask Cap or somebody, yo, what is he talking about? Is this Jay-Z popping? Because I don't want to miss it. But he made you think. And I'm going to tell you something about Rocafella, New York.
Yo, that is very important. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to speak on this and I'm going to speak on something on the side note. Anytime when you got somebody that believes in you as much as you believe in yourself, that's somebody, for me, I'm going to my grave with. Especially when it comes to music or an idea. Even though we all know Dame got an ego. But that's the reason you here, because it's a gift and a curse. Anything you deal with is a gift and a curse. But Dame was a key, important key, why we know Jay-Z the way we know him. But I'm going to go into that later on.
And I'm going to tell you something about Rocafella, New York. They came through in the Bad Boy era, which is the brightest shining light that you could ever see. And I commend them because to be successful in the Bad Boy era meant you were really a real brand.
Facts.
And they did that, man. And I'm going to tell you...
It was hard in that Bad Boy era. Your man Murder Mace. Well, not even Murder Mace. Mace. And Diddy. And Big had it on smash. For selling records and having, like, the chicks, Bad Boy had the flash. You understand? And shouts to Mace. And y'all already know Mace is my homie. You did? I'm going to get Mace on the phone. So to be an independent during that time, competing with Bad Boy, Wu-Tang, Redman, Eric Sherman and them. You gotta salute Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Kareem Biggs, Irv Gotti, Ski Beats, everybody who played a part in that, Jayz, everybody who played a part in that whole Rocafella come up. I'm saluting everybody, even Ty. What's the other dude? They gave Carter faculty to Beehive. All them dudes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta salute everybody.
Something in their defense, a lot of people didn't believe in them, me included.
Facts.
A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't give them the benefit of the doubt, and a lot of people didn't help them. You know, I did see that, and I could, you know, because Bad Boy was still strong, Biggie was still out. You had your veterans that were still out. You had LL that was still out. All type of artists. So you were kind of like, you know, hey, this isn't really.
See, this is all facts. It was hard. Bad Boy had it. Had the radio, had the clubs, had the arenas, and they was making a certain kind of records. Like, it was to the point that I remember Mace was so big, and Diddy, and you know, Diddy latched on to Mace energy. I could tell a story about that because Mace told me. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna go into it in another live, but Mace was like, "Yo, Diddy didn't believe at first." I got an ill story with that. Let me know if y'all want that story. Mace told me the illest story with that. So I just wanted to kind of like put that out there. You dig what I'm saying? Me and Mace, you know, we was you know, eating some good food, you know what I'm saying, in one of them nice restaurants, and he was just like, "Yo, Reck, man, let me tell you, man, Diddy at first wasn't really rocking with me at all. He was giving me a hard time. Biggie was trying to tell him, man, listen, this story I tell y'all gonna look at Diddy and Mace's relationship totally different. But let Flex do what he do. That's a whole nother lie."
Didn't help them. You know, I did see that. And I could, you know, because Bad Boy was still strong. Biggie was still out. You had your veterans that were still out. You had LL that was still out. All type of artists. So you were kind of like, you know, hey, this isn't really where I'm at. Now, Ain't No comes out.
Listen up.
And Cap is playing the dirty. They didn't even have a clean on the vinyl. So I didn't have the clean to play on the radio.
Wow, listen up. Because this is where Irv Gotti plays a big, important role. Listen up. Listen up.
So I didn't have the clean to play on the radio. And I might have been mentioning it on the radio. I think I played the instrumental saying that I don't have the clean. I can't play the words, but Cat played this in the tunnel on Sunday, and it means something. Right? Cool.
Yo, let me tell you about the tunnel. Like he said, when Cat played that record in the tunnel, it means something. At the time, if you didn't have a tunnel banger, you wasn't on the radar. You understand what I'm saying? Like, rappers used to make songs strictly for the tunnel because the tunnel was that club at the time. It was Mad Street in there. Yo, I remember dudes getting robbed in the tunnel all the time. And then, you know who would rob you first? Or who was doing the most robbing? It was the bouncers. The tunnel, yo, was real in the tunnel. You see Belly, you see how they robbed the tunnel? It was going down because the tunnel, it was definitely about that juxin action. So for Belly to have that in a movie, that was dope. The tunnel was real. If you didn't have a tunnel banger at that time, your joints wasn't ringing off in the tunnel, you wasn't popping. I'm just being real with you. You know what I'm saying? The tunnel was the streets.
Irv Gotti,
Hold on.
I don't have the clean. I can't play the words, but Cat played this in the tunnel on Sunday, and it means something. Right? Cool. Irv Gotti, who I know from Mike Geronimo and all his credible artists he was putting out, and I had a respect for him, was the only one that was able to call people about Rocafella.
Listen up. Listen up. He dropping gems.
Right? And then he called. He said, "Flex, I got the clean downstairs." He said, "Is it okay if Gotti, if you say I'm not, we're going to tell the truth." And Gotti said to me, "Is it okay if I bring Dame Dash around?" Or something? I said, "No, I'm cool. You can give me the record." For no other reason, it's just I didn't know him. No, you know, cool. We're at Ain't No. Now I'm going to tell you something, because they always use the word culture vulture with Def Jam.
Now listen, this is where it get deep.
Rocafella didn't want to be on Def Jam in the beginning. They offered them a bag to promote Ain't No. They offered them a bunch of...
Flex is going into the origin. Listen up. And this is where he's upset about the whole culture vulture thing. Listen up.
Cash asking, could you promote the record? They offered them a bunch of cash asking, could you promote the record? Meaning they know they wasn't good enough to be on Def Jam, but could you promote it? And they went to Kevin Ly0r. Now I want to explain these people that these people call culture vultures, because I want to bring it in modern terms for you youngins. Kev Ly0r was where? Atlantic Records. So what's that? That's Trey Songz. That's T.I. What else is over? Bruno Mars. What else? Cardi's over there. And
300 the lady.
wait, no, but not I'm gonna skip it. But Ly0r rejuvenated Atlantic Records.
Correct.
So that's
T.I.
Mike.
He going in. He's going in right now. He letting it be known. Okay, you calling them culture vultures, but these are the same culture vultures that gave you a shot. And these same culture vultures is still relevant to now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't agree with everything he's saying, but it's valid points.
Atlantic Records.
Correct.
So that's
T.I.
Mike Kaiser, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving you some names. So that's Ly0r. So then Ly0r now and Kev, what do they go on to do? 300 Entertainment, which is Fetty, which is who else? Rich the Kid.
Young
Who
Thug.
else?
Young
Thug. Who else? So I want to give you something for you youngins to understand all the names we rattling off. Right? That's like 3 different labels. Def Jam consisted of all these guys at one label.
Facts. Facts.
Ly0r, Kevin Ly0r, who am I missing? Mike Kaiser, who's presently in Atlantic.
Joey.
Julie Greenwald, right? All these vultures, right? They were at one label, right?
He said all these vultures was at one label.
Right? This one label had LL, Redman, one label. Greenwald, right? All these vultures, right? They were at one label, right? This one label had LL, Redman. Who else they had over there? Method Man. What else? Montel Jordan. What else? Slick Rick. I'm just going through the here. Now, I want to ask you something, New York.
We got over 500 some people staying in the room. Hit that like button, man. I only seen 159 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. This your first time in the room. Hit that 100 and make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Remember, this time period I'm talking about, Rocafella's on freeze / sleeping bag /
Oh, you gotta get blocked. You coming in hating?
right?
Yeah. Got a hater. You out of here now.
Garbage. They go into that label asking if they can drop a bag to get their record promoted. Mr. Kevin Ly0r, Mr. Ly0r, and Mr. Mike Kaiser come up with a better idea. We got this Nutty Professor soundtrack.
Look, listen.
Why don't we put your song on there? Why don't we help you shoot a good video? Why don't we fix your life? Damn, you remember that, bro?
Wow.
Remember that, bro? Because New York, I'm going to tell you something.
Wow, that gotta go back. Gotta go back. You're saying some real shit.
Mr. Kevin Ly0r, Mr. Ly0r, and Mr. Mike Kaiser come up with a better idea.
Look.
We got this Nutty Professor soundtrack. Why don't we put your song on there?
That's the Ain't No Nigga. They put the Kevin Ly0r and Ly0r Cohen put Ain't No Nigga on the Nutty Professor soundtrack when according to Flex, Jay-Z and Dame Dash was trying to pay Def Jam for promotion. So Def Jam came up with a better idea to put Ain't No Nigga on the Nutty Professor soundtrack featuring Foxy Brown, produced by jayz.
Mr. Kevin Ly0r, Mr. Ly0r, and Mr. Mike Kaiser come up with a better idea. We got this Nutty Professor soundtrack. Why don't we put your song on there? Why don't we help you shoot a good video? Why don't we fix your life?
Life changing facts. That was a game changer. That was a life changer. That was a lifeline.
Why don't we put your song on there? Why don't we help you shoot a good video? Why don't we fix your life?
Damn. Let that marinate. Let me let that play again.
Why don't we help you shoot a good video? Why don't we fix your life?
Why don't we fix your life? Damn. This is why anybody that helped you or assist your situation or put you in the line of money, you never issue on them. So Flex got a point.
Air. Why don't we help you shoot a good video? Why don't we fix your life? Damn, you remember that, bro? Remember that, bro? Because New York, I'm going to tell you something. Because that record was so hot, and because of all the effort that Jay and Dame and Biggs put in, I was watching because I was like, man, if they really get this together, this is going to be something. Something else going to start. So everybody was asking labels questions. Where they going to end up? Who's going to pick it up? How they going to get off a freeze?
So basically, Flex is like, yo, I ain't believe until Kevin Ly0r and Ly0r Cohen got behind it and gave him a bag and put him on the soundtrack and officially put the Def Jam stamp on him. See, now, I got a problem with that. I don't like when people... I'm going to be honest, that's dick riding. You wasn't rocking with Dame Dash and Jay-Z until Ly0r Cohen and Kevin Ly0r put that Def Jam stamp on them. When Irv Gotti was trying to put you on, Clark Kent, different people, jayz, you wasn't really rocking with it. But, they, of course, you saying the record was hot. Yeah, the record was what it was. Had Foxy Brown on it, Ain't No Nigga. But I feel like you didn't, like, even if they had that record without Def Jam, I don't think you would have got behind it like that. That's basically what you're saying. But, I'm going to let you do what you do, though.
So with a soundtrack, New York, comes a budget. They were already successful.
Look, he went right into the budget. Look, Flex about his money. So Flex know, okay, me playing this record, I'm going to get a bag. And mind you, I know Flex put it out there. He said, Dame and Jay used to give him bags of money to play records at once they had that relationship. I don't know if he go into it later on in this this rant or whatever you want to call this, but I know he said it in the past. But he's letting you know, okay, they on the soundtrack now, and it is a budget and is a crazy bag. So he know in his mind, oh, I'm gonna get a bag. I get behind this. I'm already getting a bag for playing records. So
they were already successful. They didn't need rock. The soundtrack.
Look.
So with a soundtrack, New York, comes a budget. They were already successful. They didn't need Rocafella. But they saw something in them that a lot of other people didn't see, including me. A lot of people didn't see. Saw something golden. Now, here comes the project. Well, not even the project. The album doesn't happen. The single happens, right?
Correct.
Single's out.
Listen up.
Right? That's still on freeze, but they're working and promoting it, making it look like a Def Jam project.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
They still on freeze records, but making it look like it's a Def Jam project. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Ly0r Cohen, that's what he did for them though.
Look.
And project.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Ly0r Cohen, that's what he did for them though. Right? Yeah. The culture vulture.
Now, I want to say this now. It's a mutual benefit for both. For Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Rocafella, and Kareem Biggs, as well as Def Jam, Ly0r Cohen, and Kevin Ly0r. Okay, y'all got the machine, which is Def Jam, the distribution. Y'all got the Nutty Professor contract plug. Y'all got the account for the soundtrack. But that was one of the hottest records that was on that soundtrack. That wasn't even supposed to be on it. So it was a mutual benefit. So Flex, if you're going to tell a story, you got to say that. I think you're trying to say that, but let's not act like Jay-Z's a bum rapper. You dig? And Dame Dash is a bum marketer and promoter. Nah, that's not the case. These dudes is experts in a field. Jay-Z's a superstar rapper, a super lyricist, and then also, so it was mutual benefit. Like, I'm gonna tell you, and this ain't got nothing to do with white or black, but I'm gonna say this: these white execs ain't giving you no checks, no corporate checks, if they feel like they can't make a lot of money off you. And this is a fact. And let me tell you this: they really don't wanna get a small percentage. They want to get a bigger stake. So this is another reason why Jay-Z didn't have a Def Jam deal, because not only they didn't believe, but two, they didn't want to pay Rocafella as a joint venture, or they didn't want to give Rocafella a Master P type of deal or Cash Money type of deal where they was only getting 15 to 20% on a distro. You dig? So these corporate companies do not cut checks unless they know they're going to make a lot of money. And then also, they want to own masters of all the recordings and everything else. So that's something else that you always got to know. Protect your brand. And what Jay-Z and Dame Dash did was they owned their masters. So they wasn't going to get the okie doke deals, and they was putting out their own money. However they was putting it out, whether Biggs was the silent financier, whatever you want to call that, regardless, they got that bag. Whether it was Big Bag or Jay-Z hustling money or Dame, whoever, they got the bag, and they got their team together, and they had certain players on their teams that was key players in the industry. They had Clark Kent, they had Irv Gotti, they had jayz. So, I mean, and then also, so they had the leverage. All right, let me let him speak his piece.
I want to know where in there was there a culture vulture situation.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Ly0r Cohen, that's what he did for them, though. Right?
Yeah.
The culture vulture. I want to know where in there was there a culture vulture situation. Because I'm going to tell you about that word culture vulture, New York. A culture vulture can only succeed if a sellout wants to sell it. A culture vulture cannot take anything from anybody unless there's a greasy, sleazy person representing the culture, and he can be bought.
He got a point there. He got a point. Because you don't have to do deals with these white execs or these Jews or these companies, period. These corporations. You don't have to do deals. You dig? So Flex got a point, but also you kind of speaking from a biased standpoint because you got a bag from Ly0r Cohen, and you've been getting a bag from Ly0r Cohen. You're getting a current bag. You're getting the YouTube money. You was getting all that old Def Jam money, but now you're getting that current YouTube money from Ly0r Cohen. All right, so you're biased, homie. You got valid points, but it's still coming from a bias. It's coming from a biased place.
A culture vulture can't operate on his own. He needs a sleazy culture representative. So I'm breaking this down clean tonight.
And I'm breaking this down even cleaner this morning. Or this afternoon. We in the afternoon now. I started this morning and I've been live an hour and 15 minutes. He said he breaking it down clean. I think it's from last night. We breaking it down even cleaner this morning. You know how I keep it. Cut down the middle.
Now, here we are. They're at Def Jam. And you know why they had to be at Def Jam? Because Bad Boy Records was turning their motherfucking lights off.
Woo! Wow. Flex talking crazy.
Here we are. They're at Def Jam. And you know why they had to...
You're welcome. I see a lot of people saying thank you for this. You're welcome. I'm going to break this down and allow y'all to hear the full rant as much as I could. As long as I don't get kicked off live and I ain't even eat breakfast yet or even have lunch. But You welcome. The person that said thank you and a few people that said thank you, I got you. You want to donate to the M.Reck live? Hit up the Cash App. The link is in the video description.
Here we are. They're at Def Jam. And you know why they had to be at Def Jam? Because Bad Boy Records was turning their motherfucking lights off.
Like I told you, Bad Boy at that time, ain't nothing was moving. Like on a major level, Bad Boy had it on smash. And mainly because of Mace. Because Big at that time was popping, but Big had passed when when Jay-Z started getting this mainstream love. Big was still around, but when Jay-Z finally got it, it wasn't until Big passed and Mace had that on smash. And Jay-Z and Mace had clash because Bad Boy had it on smash at the time.
Let me tell you something, New York. Bad Boy Records was turning their motherfucking lights off. Let me tell you something, New York. If Rocafella didn't sign with Def Jam, Jay-Z would have been Mike Geronimo.
Woo! Hold on. Y'all agree? Let's bring that back.
Let me tell you something, New York. If Rocafella didn't sign with Def Jam, Jay-Z would have been Mike Geronimo.
Wow, let that marinate. Do you agree? Yo, you know what's so crazy? Mike Geronimo, my homie. I'm gonna have to call him. I know mad people probably called him on this, but I'm gonna probably get Mike Geronimo on the M.Reck live. If not today, probably tomorrow or what so have you, sometime this week. That's my guy.
Let me tell you something, New York. If Rocafella didn't sign with Def Jam, Jay-Z would have been Mike Geronimo. You hear me? He would have been a respected lyricist that slipped to the bottom of the toilet because he was in a bad label situation.
Wow.
Because those guys who use the word culture vulture, they cut that freeze, nasty, sleeping bag, nasty priority deal.
Mike Geronimo was that dude at that time too. I ain't gonna hold you. Mike had it. Him and Irv Gotti was making 8 waves. And Mike had Jay-Z on a feature record and all that. Mike had it at the time. That's my guy. Good dude too. Salute to Mike Geronimo.
They lucky Def Jam got them out of the toilet. But you know what, New York? This is what it is. You want to know what it is? It's always easy to take the Jewish guy, the guy who's successful in 2018 still. It's easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York.
Hold on. He said he don't know Ly0r? I know he ain't just say that. Hold on.
Easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York. I don't know him. You know what
He said he don't know Ly0r Cohen? Nah. I don't know what the point he trying to make here. Like, yo, Flex, you bugging right now saying that.
It's easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York. I don't know him. You know what I know? I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little pieces of paper or your family tree of all the...
Yo, I'm confused. Did Flex say he didn't know or he don't know Ly0r Cohen? I'm bugging right now. That kind of threw me for a loop. I'm lost. When he started this whole rant saying he reached out to Ly0r Cohen to do his party. And Ly0r Cohen and his assistant paid them to do this Christmas YouTube party. So I'm lost right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me play it again.
I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view.
Sounding kind of spooky right now, Flex. I ain't gonna hold you. I know everybody in the industry looking at this live or you're gonna see the rebroadcast. You know me, I call it down the middle. You sounding spooky right now, but we gonna get to it.
I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little pieces of paper with your family tree of all the people you help, why don't you make a tree?
Hold on. Let me bring it back, because that's not it.
Easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York.
He said he don't know Ly0r New York. Yo, hold on. Something ain't right here. Hold on.
Easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York.
Nah. Hold on. I might have to bring it back to what he said about reaching out to Ly0r. Hold on. Let me see if I got it in this clip. Hold on.
Turn my headphones up a little bit. Okay, so on top, I look at the comments, and normally, New York, I like to roust the bouse in the comments. So I said, you know what?
No, hold on. I gotta. Damn, I don't even know where I was at.
Nasty priority deal.
I think I was over here somewhere.
Pieces of paper with your family tree of all the
There
people
you. Yeah. He said.
Easy to point at that.
I can't find the other clip where he was saying he reached out to Ly0r, and now he's saying he don't know Ly0r Coleman. So I guess he's trying to cover up the fact that he's not being biased, and Ly0r giving him this check, so he got the right to defend his honor from a general standpoint. Nah, that's not coming off like that. Flex, right now you coming off as a liar. I ain't gonna hold you.
Easy to point at that guy. It's easy to make him the bat. I don't know Ly0r in New York.
Yeah, that's not sitting right with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him speak though.
I don't know him.
Spooky. Very spooky.
You know what I know? I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little...
Oh, yeah, somebody said something in the chat room. Because Ly0r said on the Breakfast Club he didn't know Dame. So this is just the game they play in the industry. They act like they don't know certain people, to whereas, okay, if you popping, they act like they don't see you. Now, if somebody expose you, like how Dame has been exposing Ly0r Cohen about him being a culture vulture and the business dealings, now I guess Flex got to play that same card. Like, oh, I don't know Ly0r. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking on what I saw from my standpoint. So maybe that's the game. Somebody else in the chat room kind of like, saying the same thing I'm saying.
You know what I know? I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little...
See, he did exactly said what I was saying. Wow. Crazy. Wow. Crazy. Like, see, that's the thing I hate about this industry. They act like they don't see you. They don't know you. They don't know what's happening. Everybody like to play the victim. Oh, no, I didn't know. Oh, word, that was you? Oh, wow, I didn't see you. Oh, I didn't know you had beef. Everybody like to play the victim or act like they, clueless of what's going on. I hate that shit in this industry.
I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little...
Let me bring this back.
You know what I know? I was on the streets on this radio when they was trying to get their game going. I can speak from that point of view. So when you guys make your little pieces of paper with your family tree of all the people you help, why don't you make a tree of all the people that helped y'all? And I'm going to tell you, because I'm not calling names tonight.
I got to see this family tree of what he talking about. I got to go on Instagram and see this. I ain't going to do it now because I don't want my live to get compromised. I'm doing too much as it is. I'm playing audio and I got editing programs on and all that. So I gotta see this family tree. Did y'all see it? Somebody put that in a live. Somebody put the link to the live. This family tree, Rocafella family tree that Flex talking about. Put that in a live for me.
You know why? Because I'm going on the movement. Because I saw that Rocafella movement in my comments. You guys used to be the swag guys. The guys that didn't want to talk to nobody.
Say you guys was the swag guys. The guys that didn't want to talk to nobody. Bougie. Trying to say, I ain't gonna front. a lot of these dudes do come off bougie. Like, a lot of this success went to a lot of these dudes' heads, man. The swag guys. I hated that swag shit. Like, I hated that swag thing with a pass. Still hate it. I punch somebody in their face. You come off swaggy to me, I might snuff you on GP.
You guys used to be the swag.
Swag bougie. Like, you come off bougie and swaggy to me, you getting snuffed.
You guys used to be the swag guys. The guys that didn't want to talk to nobody. The guys who knew it all. The silent guys. Moving. Big dogs. After time, you got forgotten. Now you want to speak and be heard. And now you want credit.
Crazy. Flex, wow.
Lay in the same bed you laid in 96, lay in the same bed in 2018. Lay in that bed. Because I'm telling you something. I know anybody hearing me at the sound of my voice, I know people don't like me.
At least he know people don't like him. Like, see, this the thing with people, right? Like, I think him and Ebro, they really thrive off the fact that they not the most likable industry personalities. And they cool with that. They think that's what it is. They don't even know that y'all rub people the wrong way. It's like people want to like you, Flex. People want to like you, Ebro. But y'all want to be on this dickhead asshole shit. And it's like, yo, homie, you ain't even got to move like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't even get why would you even say that and you cool with that. Like, he done said, I done heard Flex say numerous times, yeah, I was a sucker. I know I was a sucker. That was a sucker move. Like, who does that? How are you cool with being a sucker? You dig what I'm saying? Like, I never want to be on no sucker time. But this is why the industry is trash, or the game is messed up, because there's a lot of dudes on sucker time. So, like, yo, my light about to go wild.
I know anybody,
but I'ma still rock out. My joint turned into disco lights. I got disco lights over here.
Hold on. My deathbed.
I had some disco lights over here. My joint wasn't charged up, and it turned into a disco early in the afternoon. Welcome to the M.Reck disco. My light just faded out. My light faded on me. Faded black on me, you know what I'm saying? I guess that was the powers to be at Rocafella or whatever. It was like, yo, all right, Reck, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fade you to black right there, you know what I mean? You know, go get that Faded to Black album in the documentary. Nah, you know, I'm just calling it down the middle. My lights just faded to black on me. Got spooky.
Lay in that bed. Because I'm telling you something. I know anybody hearing me at the sound of my voice, I know people don't like me.
Hit that like button.
Bed, I ain't got one number.
Hit that like button. I'm here to entertain y'all. Hold on. Hit that like button, and then also y'all can donate to the Cash App. You know, I'm here to entertain. I'm seeing people saying, yo, I'm funny. I appreciate it. I'm just being regular me. This is regular me. Oh, that's the Instagram. I'm sorry. Let me put the Cash App link so y'all can donate. I'm here to entertain y'all. Like, even when my light, you know, go disco on me, I could diss myself and laugh with y'all, and it's nothing to me. You dig what I'm saying? That's just who I am.
Number to call.
Hold on.
You know, because I'm telling you something. I know anybody hearing me at the sound of my voice, I know people don't like me.
Crazy.
And when I hit my deathbed, I ain't got one number to call. You know why? Because I'm going to lay in my bed that I created. Because that bed got me through a lot of ways in the beginning. It may not work on my deathbed, but I'm okay with that. But I'm going to wear it like a champ.
Wow. So he's cool, you know, and this is Flex saying it. He's cool with being a sucker. He's going to take that with him to his deathbed. Wow. That's crazy to think like that.
Lay in the same...
But, see, I can't think like how these industry dudes think. Like, you did? Because I would never think like a sucker and feel like it's cool to be a sucker. This is why these suckers control the game, because they on a different type of mind frame. They on a different type of time. I'm not on that sucker time.
Lay in the same bed you laid in 96. Lay in the same bed in 2018. Lay in that bed. Because I'm tell you something. I know anybody hearing me at
Wow.
the sound of my voice. I know people don't like me.
Wow.
And when I hit my deathbed, I ain't got one number to call.
Like, he cool with being on that sucker time. Wow, that's crazy. Like, I heard him say it before, but the way he's saying it now, he's taking it to his deathbed. Like, this is, like, he really on some sucker time. Like, yo, listen, it is what it is. This is who I be. This is who I am. I'm taking this to my deathbed. Wow.
And when I hit my deathbed, I ain't got one number to call. You know why? Because I'm going to lay in my bed that I created.
I'm saluting somebody in the chat room, not him saying that. So, because people be taking my content and trying to run with it and twist the narrative. So somebody just said, yo, they appreciate my content. So that's what I'm saluting right now. I'm not saluting Flex at all for being a sucker and taking it to his deathbed. That's what messed the game up. You know what I'm saying? That sucker time that you on and all these other suckers is on.
And when I hit my deathbed, I ain't got one number to call. You know why? Because I'm going to lay in my bed that I created. Because that bed got me through a lot of ways in the beginning. It may not work on my deathbed, but I'm okay with that. But I'm going to wear it like a champ. Y'all need to wear it like a champ. And I'm going to tell you something, New York. I'm going to tell you why these guys are bitter.
Yo, that kind of like changed the whole vibe of this live in a sense. Let me know if I'm bugging, because, I don't salute no sucker-ish in no kind of way. Like, like, I salute, like, you see, I saluted him earlier for giving up facts. But now that he's speaking on being a sucker, and he's going to take it to his grave, and how people don't like him because he's a sucker, that right there is like, it messed up my day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even want to hear no more in a sense, but I'm trying not to, how can I say? I'm just trying to be neutral in this situation and just let it play. But stuff like that bothers me. When people on sucker time or do sucker shit or hating stuff, I can't rock with it. But I'm going to try to let it rock, man.
Because a lot of these Rocafella dudes were talking crazy to Def Jam. The arm that was feeding them. They want to videotape people and put them on blast and make them look erratic and funny. Jay-Z did the right thing. The game was changing. It was time to refine.
So look, now he's co-signing Jay-Z leaving Dame Dash on some sucker because I don't care what nobody say. I don't respect how Dame Dash got done in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. Y'all can sever business ties, but the way they did Dame Dash, where he wasn't allowed in the Def Jam building no more, and the way he got cut out of that whole Rocafella situation, and Ly0r Cohen was planting seeds in Jay-Z ear, like leave Dame and all that. I never was feeling that, and still not feeling that until I tell Jay-Z to his face. I don't care who around. I'm like, yo, this is the man who believed in you when none of these dudes believed in you. These dudes you in business with, they ain't get you to the point whereas now they want to do business with you. Dame got you there. So y'all supposed to reconcile whatever y'all can reconcile and still be able to rock because this man believed in you. So that's just me. I'm different. There's a lot of people who see things through Flex eyes and Jay-Z eyes and feel like, oh no, yo, Jay-Z's just leveling up. That's just the business. No, I don't rock like that. I would never rock like that. Anybody who believed in me, my art, and got behind me, and we it's us against the world, that's just what it is. F everybody. I would never cut my man off because he ego tripping. He pouring champagnes on chicks. He signing all these acts. Whatever else was going on. Truthfully, I'm gonna be honest. I think a chick came into play, and this is just me saying it. I heard, from dudes that I know, and for what I saw, you gotta remember, Jay was with Aaliyah at one time, and Dame was with Aaliyah at one time. Not to say that was the situation, but RP Aaliyah. But let's be real. Jay was with Aaliyah at one time, and Dame was with her. You know what I'm saying? Up until she passed away, her and Dame was in a relationship. You did? And then remember, R. Kelly was originally with Aaliyah. So remember, Jay-Z and R. Kelly had a falling out. That's a whole nother live. Okay? So, a lot of time when dudes be going at each other and having a big fallout, it's because of women coming to play. And dudes going to jail and getting killed, a lot of time it's because of women. So,
the game was changing.
look, so now Flex, he on some, this is why Jay-Z left Dame and he's co-signing it.
Jay-Z did the right thing. The game was changing. It was time to refine your...
Jay-Z didn't do the right thing. Now, business and in the corporate business, if you want to call it right, no. How you gonna co-sign Dame Dash being the dude that made everybody believe in Jay-Z, and then in the next breath you saying Jay-Z did the right thing for leaving Dame Dash for Ly0r Cohen and everything else? Wow.
Erratic and funny. The arm that was feeding them. They want to videotape people and put them on blast and make them look erratic and funny. Jay-Z did the right thing. The game was changing. It was time.
I disagree, Flex. I'm telling you, I disagree. That's not live.
Time to refine your personality.
I sleep well at night. And when suckers do sucker stuff, they don't sleep well at night. Trust me. Hit that like button. We still got over 500 people in the room.
Find your personality.
This live is lit on some real stuff. Not no victim stuff. Not on no, dissing nobody or hating nobody. Like, I'm just letting Flex speak his piece, and anything that's on some sucker time, I'm not agreeing with. Anything that's on, that's G'd up, he's saying, that's something I can salute, I do that. Like I said, I call it down the middle. I'm not one of these dudes. I'm not a dick rider. I'm not a hater. Never gonna be that. I'm somebody that's official. You know what I'm saying? Official.
Jay-Z did the right thing. The game was changing. It was time.
He didn't do the right thing. Don't listen to that. If you somebody who's trying to get in the game, that's not the right thing to do. You don't cut off somebody who believed in you and roll with you to the ends of the earth. Okay? That's not the right thing. There's ways to do it.
Jay-Z did the right thing. The game was changing. It was time to refine your personality and do things better. If you chose that direction and you chose that exit on the highway then, choose that exit now, bro.
It's a nasty business. That's why the game is nasty, because dudes want to justify sucker moves with success. Success is, what success is? Taking an idea and executing it. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the true meaning of success. If we really want to get technical, what success really is, don't get caught up in, you got to have all these riches and all this fame. Yo, if you come up with an idea, like right now, and you execute it later, and you making $1 off it, or you was able to patent it, that's successful. Or say like, yo, you know what? I want to get all my clothes washed today. You got piles of clothes, and it might take you 10 hours. And you just shut your whole day down of washing and drying all your clothes, and you get it done, knowing that you got mad stuff to do. That's success. Success is anything that you execute that was just the idea. Okay? I'm tired of people trying to, measure success. Success is going from point A to point B. If you drive in a car, right, and you going from Brooklyn to Manhattan, right, and it's mad traffic, it's all type of stuff going on, right, and you make it there, right, you got to make it to Manhattan, say like it's 1:11 right now. You leave your house at 1:15. You got to be in the city at 2 o'clock, but it's mad traffic. You got to be on 49th and 8th Ave at 2 o'clock. And you make it through all the traffic, that's success, because you might have to get to a major meeting that could change your life. So success comes in different factors and different, variations. So I'm tired of people justifying sucker stuff, in order to say, for Jay to be more successful, he had to cut Dame off. The same guy that believed in him, that got him to where he's at, you know what I'm saying? Like to the same guy that got him to a certain point. I don't justify, and Not to say that Dame Dash wasn't, how can I say, his ego wasn't getting to him. Like, the success got to Dame Dash too, but I felt like they should have took a time out. I feel like they could have took a week off and really build about what was really going on. But I felt like it was too much egos and different people who was siding with Dame. Then it was people siding with Jay, because Jay-Z was actually the artist, the face of Rocafella. So you had people taking sides, and that feeds everybody ego. So you got people that's taking sides on Jay's side that'll be like, yo, Jay, people only rock with Rocafella because of you. And then you're going to have people that's going to say to Dame, yo, people only rock with Jay-Z and Rocafella because of you, Dame. That's what dudes do. There's always some divide and conquer stuff. That's why you got to be careful of who you got in your camp. You got to be careful of your ego. Kill your egos and never allow sucker-ish to break up your dynasty. Especially with the people that believed in you when nobody else believed. That's just me. All right, I'm gonna play this Flex audio. The sucker-ish just kind of like got to me. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you just got in the room. This is the Live is Live. Also donate to the chat room.
Vulture word. It's a bad word, man. And I'm surprised at y'all. Because you know what's so funny? Y'all used to give credit. Now it's about what you can take and what you can form. It's easy to scream, you want to be independent in 2018. Mother, you can't get a deal.
Look. You see? It's like, let me tell you something. Hip-hop was built off the independent hustle. It's like, you still on this deal stuff. Like, you don't need a deal to get popping in hip-hop. See, this is the thing why Flex be hating on all the young sensations that come, that get popping from social media like Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. You don't need a deal to be popping. You don't need to be sanctioned by none of these industry suckers. And that's why I like the game the way it is right now. You don't even need none of these so-called DJs to play your records. You don't need some of these so-called labels to give you a deal to get popping. You can get yourself popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only person that can get you, the only person that can stop you is you. The only person that can get you popping is you. Like, so, like, just say, like, if you don't have a Dame Dash, you got the internet. The internet is your Dame Dash. You just got to use your social media platforms wisely. You don't need, like, trust me, it's better when you got a team, but just say like everybody is not on your page. Like right now, we in a bad era where everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to rap. So it's hard to get people to believe in your, because I hate the word dream. Because the only time you dream is when you sleep. So it's hard to get people to believe in your, I want to say, future reality. I hate the word dream. The only time I dream, I dream of, I'm going to be honest with you, I dream of BS. Stuff that don't really make sense. And I dream once in a blue. I'm talking about like, it'll be like weird scenarios. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I might be, at Jay-Z house. You know what I'm saying? Having dinner with him and Beyonce. I'd be like, yo, what the hell I'm doing here? Or, I'm just hypothetically speaking. Like, in my dream, that's how I be. It's just like, how I appear at Jay-Z house. You dig what I'm saying? Or I might just be in a movie. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a movie set with The Rock. You know what I'm saying? The action movie. So, that's why with dreams, I hate that word dreams. Because dreams is like warped reality. Anytime I had dreams, my joints be all warped. I be like, yo, I don't... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It be weird. Or be like, I might see one of my exes. You dig what I'm saying? Like, on some, like, I don't know, we cool or something. I'm not cool with none of my exes. You dig? Like, I ain't got no beef with them, but I don't want to see none of them broads. Yo, keep it moving. Like, go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But let me finish letting the Flex thing play. You dig?
Now it's about what you can take and what you can form. It's easy to scream, you want to be independent in 2018. Mother, you can't get a deal. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do the independent. I think independent's a great thing for people. That culture vulture word, I ain't letting that fly no more out here. I ain't with me no more. And don't apply pressure to me on my gram, on a friend that I post.
Look, hold on. He said on a friend that he posts. He just said he don't know Ly0r Cohen. Hold on.
And don't apply pressure to me on my gram, on a friend that I post.
All right, let me go back to. All right, I'm gonna try to bookmark this part right here. What's this? 2504. He said he didn't know Ly0r Cohen. Now he said he's a friend. Wow. Hold on. What's this? 2504, right? I think the other part is like in the 20s.
A culture vulture can't operate on his own.
Hold on.
A culture vulture cannot take if a sellout wants to sell it. A culture vulture in there was there. A culture vulture. Culture represent. So I'm breaking this down clean tonight.
I gotta find.
Niggas was turning their motherfucking lights off.
Hold on. I gotta find that part where he said he don't know Ly0r.
Ow. Here comes the project. Well, not even the project. The album doesn't happen. The single happens. They're working and promoting it, making it, and that's what he did for them, though, right? The culture vulture. I want to know where in there was there a culture.
Hold on.
If a sellout wants to sell it, a culture vulture.
I think it's over here.
Because I was like, man, if they really get this together, this is gonna be something. Where they gonna end up? Who's gonna pick it up? The soundtrack New York comes a budget. They were already successful. They didn't need Rocafella. But they saw something in them that a lot of other people didn't see. And the effort that Jay and Dame and Biggs put in.
Damn, I can't find it.
Why don't we fix your life? Dame, you remember that, bro?
Damn, man. I'm trying to find it, man.
Together, this is gonna be something. Something else.
He said he didn't know Ly0r, but then he's gonna say, don't get mad at me because I posted a friend. Wow.
There's a budget. Need Rocafella. But New York. A culture.
I think this is it.
I'll tell you about that word culture vulture, New York.
No.
Was there? I want to know where in there was there a culture only succeed to sell it. Breaking this down clean tonight.
Oh, hey, okay.
Culture vulture can't operate on his own. He needs a sleazy culture representative. So I'm breaking this down clean tonight.
I think it's over here.
And he can be bought. Sellout wants to. A culture vulture. I'm gonna tell you about that word culture vulture. Where in there was there? Mr. Ly0r Cohen. That's what he did for them, though, right? The culture vulture. I want to know where if a sellout.
See, I can't find it, man. Damn. But he said he didn't know Ly0r Cohen.
In them that a lot of other people didn't see, including me. A bag to get their record promoted. Redman, who else they had over it? Man, if they really get this together, this is gonna be. And because of all the effort that Jay and Dame and Big. Dame, you remember that, bro? Do the good video. Why don't we fix your life? And Lyles, Mr. Ly0r, and were asking if they could drop a bag to get their record.
Damn, man. I'm trying to find a part. Well, anyhow, exactly. Flex is bipolar, but he did speak on some truth. Part himself, y'all. I know I wasted a few minutes trying to find the part where, I mean, a lot of people who's in this chat room heard it. Flex said he don't know Ly0r Cohen. And then we're going to go to 2504. Where he said he posting up a friend.
On a friend that I post. Because I'm going to tell you about that, Ly0r. That culture vulture word, I ain't letting that fly no more out here. I ain't with me no more. And don't apply pressure to me on my gram. On a friend that I post. Because I'm going to tell you about that Ly0r Cohen, bro. That Ly0r Cohen road managed for Run DMC.
Man, listen. I mean, here it is all in a nutshell. I'm going to go live later. You know, he kind of pissed me off because, you know me, like I said, I don't really condone, well, really, I don't condone sucker-ish at all. And he said a lot of sucker stuff, and you know we already know Flex on sucker time. But the fact that you said you don't know Ly0r, he didn't say at the time I didn't know Ly0r. He said in New York I don't know Ly0r, and then 15 minutes in his rant he goes, "Don't get mad because I posted up my friend Ly0r." I'm like, yo, see, this is why this industry I can't rock with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm independent and I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm in control of my destiny. I know all these dudes, and you know what I'm saying, know of them. I don't care to hang out with them or whatever. Because these dudes want to control you, and these dudes want to turn you from a real dude to a sucker. They're trying to turn the official into the unofficial like them. You dig? So I could never operate on that time. Anybody that's live right now, make sure you hit my subscribe button. Make sure you hit my the like button. Make sure you hit that bell, because I'm going to go live later on more topics. Make sure all my lives is lit like this. It was over 500 people in the room, still over 400 people in the room. Make sure all the lives is lit. I've been kind of live almost like 2 hours. I might just rock out, man. Let's do this. I'm going to start talking to people in the chat, because the reason why I fall back from talking to people in the chat too, because I see y'all donate to these other people, right? And I've been shouting people in my live, shouting people names, brands, and all that. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even getting the donations. I'm not even mad. But my thing is, you can't donate to somebody else's live, and I'm the one showing y'all more love. So I just like, yo, I'm gonna fall back. I see how everybody is moving with this thing. I'm just moving different with everything. And I'm like, yo, I see a lot of dudes, y'all be in they live, and I'll be like, yo, I'm bringing original content. But it's just like, it is what it is. I said, yo, you know what? I ain't knocking nobody, but at the same time, I gotta move different with people that be in these lives, and then everybody's going from one live to another. You're supposed to. But I feel like I bring something totally different to the game. Totally different. I'm bringing your original content with your favorite rapper, actor, plus myself as an artist and actor and all that. You dig what I'm saying? Look out for that web series that that Grustler web series. Go get that Respect My Handle EP and all that. So, but listen, if you support me, you're going to donate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to remind you either. You dig what I'm saying? You're going to, because I be saluting people all the time. And I do it for free. And these, it's other people that won't even mention your name without a super chat or, a donation, whatever. And I'm not mad at them. You know what? I learned from them. I'm taking notes. I'm like, yo, I'm not saluting nobody, because that's all I do. Everybody be like, yo, Reck, why you always salute this person? Why you always saluting? That's just who I am. I'm not a sucker. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? If somebody do something G'd up or somebody in my live, I just salute. But now it's just like, nah, you know what? I'm going to rock out like everybody else. I'm not going to be responding to dudes chat, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving y'all promo to millions of people, and hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands of people know your name and all that, know your default name, but in the whole industry, see, like, people watch my content from a different view. I got the industry as well as the streets, as well as the internet, you know what I'm saying? I got the DJs, the rappers, the actors. I got a different viewership than these other guys. I don't care how many views they get or how many subscribers, but I know who tune into me. And I got NBA players, I got NFL players, actors, rappers that I know personally that be like, yo, Reck, I seen your live today. You a wild dude. You know what I'm saying? Dudes would just be, yo, I just finished playing such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know dudes on the Lakers. I know dudes. Man, listen. I could go on and on, man. Y'all know what it is. And you got haters in here mad saying, I don't know these people. But y'all already know I got interviews and footage with these people. You know what I'm saying? But, I know people be mad at their own life, and they hate that you speaking on your life and you speaking facts. You dig? Nah, I'm not never that. Never. I ain't never got a bag. But I'm just stating facts. See, that's the thing with people. You have to comprehend what people are saying. I'm saying I'm not going to be saluting people when they go into other chat rooms, they don't get saluted, and if they do, they pay a donation to get saluted. So that's what I'm saying. And I salute that. That person who's doing that, he's about his business or her business or whatever. So I salute that. This is a hustle. Like, you got to think, this is what I do. This is my job. Is to upload, go live, provide content, so I have to get paid. Or if I don't get paid, then I won't continue to do this. You dig what I'm saying? So, listen, it is what it is. Of course, no doubt, salute. I'm definitely going to write a book. Got the web series, got the album. I'm hustling everything. I got the merch. Hit me up for the merch, MRecktv merch. I came from the mud for this. Like I said, I started the blueprint for a lot of dudes to be doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this over 10 years. But it is what it is. Never mind that. But you know what? On that note, I'm going to go live later. Y'all tune in. It's going to be some real topics as I do. I call it down the middle. And, oh, no doubt. Somebody said this live was passionate today. Oh, no doubt. Appreciate that. Thank you. Matter of fact, let me shout that. I'm going to shout people who say stuff that's, how can I say? When you say something to me that's I'm looking for the word, that's unique, I'm gonna shout people saying unique stuff that I can respect. You know what I'm saying? And it's G'd up. Where's she at? She said this live was Monique Michelle. And you could donate if you want. You don't have to, but if you want. Monique Michelle, she said this live was very passionate today, and I respect where you coming from and everything you said. The flex commentary you made too. I appreciate that. Salute, Monique. Thank you. That's love. That's love. You know what I'm saying? This live made my day. Shouts to Uprise. I seen your your chat earlier too. You've been showing love. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's certain things I'm gonna salute just cause it ain't about money, but I'm gonna put the link there cause a closed mouth don't get fed. You dig what I'm saying? But I appreciate Monique Mitchell. I said Michelle earlier. I appreciate Monique Mitchell and the homie Uprise. No fun boys allowed. You already know that. They get blocked and put in body bags. You know what I'm saying? No, I seen people typing Star. Star is my guy. I don't want you to get it twisted. But I learned a lot from Star. Even just the fact that he not shouting nobody unless he get a donation. I'm on that time. See, this game is about each one teach one. And that's my brother. And we ain't gonna do no divide and conquer. We ain't gonna do no divide and conquer over here. You dig? So, Star's my brother, so y'all can just shut that down in the chat. And, he call me, I call him. If I need something, he call me. If I need something, I call him. And if he needs something, vice versa. So, on that note, yeah, Star's my brother, and I'm learning from people like Star. He not shouting nobody unless you sending, and you got a message. Okay, you can get your message off, but send that donation. You know what I'm saying? Send that super chat. And listen, you got to learn from millionaires, and Star's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I never had millions all at once, but I accumulated millions, but I just never had it all at once. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, so I can learn from a multi-millionaire. You dig what I'm saying? Nah, Star, this is what Star does, and he does it well, so he should get paid. It ain't about him being a millionaire, getting donations. You gotta understand. Star opt not to be within the, how can I say, the constraints of the industry. Like, if he's on radio, he's restricted to a certain structure. While, being that he's on the internet, he's independent. You feel me? So he can do what he want to do. He can't do what he want to do if he got a check from 105. Yeah, he got make sure he has his creative control. But as you can see, if he say something left field, they can, I want to say not fire him. They can kind of like let him go or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? And he's still gonna get his money because, you know, Star, his paperwork is intact. I know Star got those super lawyers. You know what I'm saying? He got those incredible lawyers. So if you in breach of contract, he gonna still get you for them M's. Like, you can learn a lot from Star. See, never pocket watch and be mad at somebody because they got millions and they still working. You got to think, in order to keep millions, you got to have millions coming in, or you gotta maintain a certain lifestyle. He didn't become a millionaire not being about his business. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, be about your business, and you can become a millionaire. Learn from Star. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Shit, like, I stopped shouting people that wasn't donating because of Star. I'm like, yo, hold on, and I'm being real. Ain't no hate. I'm just like, oh damn, Star's a millionaire. He's still getting these donations, and he still ain't shouting people unless you drop a donation. So I gotta salute that. Salute to the homie Star. He know how I rock. I love how Star's the most G'd up person in this game I met. Star got me a situation with Birdman, a liquor deal sponsorship with Birdman. Facts, with the GTV vodka. Just cause he didn't want a middleman or nothing. Star put me directly in contact. Facts. So, Star did a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I met Star. Guess how I met Star? I met Star through my big sis. Well, my sis Babs. Shouts to Babs Bunny. That's how I met Star. Cause I was like kind of like managing Babs Bunny at one time. You know, like, me and her would go to Rough Rider meetings and studios and different things, go to Bad Boy, stuff like that. And she introduced me to Star. She was doing an interview with him, and she was like, yo, this is M.Reck, my brother / manager, and me and Star been rocking since. I think that might have been like 2012 or something like that, maybe 11, I don't know. It might even be before that. Me and Star been tight ever since then. It's like going on like 9, 10 years. Whatever, no, what was that, 2012? That's like, well, 7. It felt longer, man. It might have been before that, truthfully. So on that note, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. There's still a lot of people in, over 300 people. Hit that like button. You can donate if you want to. The link is in the video description to the Cash App. Go get that Respect My Handle Classic EP. The link is in the video description. Go get that China Black Millie Jack. The link is in the video description. It's on mreckmusic.com. It's on iTunes, Tidal, Google Play, Spotify, all that. Go get that Target, M.Reck featuring China Black on iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, all that. mreckmusic.com. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. And you want to get the merch. If you want to sponsor this live, if you want to donate, you know, outside of this live, hit me up. MRecktv promo, MRecktv promo @gmail.com. You want to sponsor this live, you got a product, you got a business, hit me up through the email. We get it rocking. All right? So I'm off this, man. I was live for 2 hours straight. Thank you. Salute. I'm gone. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Gone.